Maybe nobody ever told you this, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing this, but as a trader, if you start a trading account or any account that you start, you must first have what? A trading plan. If you do not have a trading plan, your chances of failure is very high. But if you have a trading plan, then your chances of success may be guaranteed, right? So what do I mean by a trading plan? A trading plan could stem from maybe you thinking about what lot size to use on your account, what currency pair to concentrate on, or perhaps what strategy to use to trade, right? So once you have that figured out, then you have a solid plan, and once you stick to it with discipline, you can grow your small account, whatever the amount may be, maybe $100, $200, $300, or perhaps even a $500 to a 5-figure or maybe a 6-figure. So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to think as a trader, how to formulate your plan, and how to gradually grow your small account into a 5-figure or 6-figure trading account. So I personally like to put it in two ways when it comes to how to have a trading plan with respect to how to grow your small account into a big account. So number one is what I call a concentrated bet, and number two is what I call a diversified bet, but taking it one step at a time. So what do I mean by a concentrated bet and then a diversified bet, but taking it one step at a time? So if we really consider concentrated bets, it means that you as a trader starting out your small trading account, you have made it as a concrete plan that you're only going to be concentrating on one currency pair. So maybe I've not shared this on YouTube before, but in 2017 I wanted to perfect GBP USD in growing my small account, right? And for the whole year of 2017, the only currency pair that I was trading was GBP USD. That made me really understand the movement of that currency pair, and perhaps that is where I got even the nickname GBP Legend or GU Legend. So with concentrated pair, you make sure you follow that currency pair in every move it makes. With respect to the strategy you trade, maybe you're a day trader, maybe you're a scalper, maybe you're a swing trader, it doesn't matter. Whatever your strategy may be, what matters most is that every time you are analyzing that currency pair, every time you are focusing on that currency pair, and every time you are watching it with respect to the strategy you trade, up to the point that when even asked randomly, you can easily tell the exact price it is trading at every moment, because you have all your focus, all your attention on chasing that currency pair alone. You know exactly the last support level it hit, or the last resistance level it hit, or perhaps the last key level it hit, because all your attention is focusing strongly on that currency pair alone. So in the concentrated bet example, let's say we are looking at Euro USD, and that has to be with like the only currency pair we want to trade, right? So with this kind of example, I'll be watching Euro USD on every move it made, right? Like maybe here I'm going to observe that Euro USD made what? A swing move, a pullback, right? Basically creating the high low formation, and then perhaps at this point eventually what broke that high low formation it was making, right? So in that sense, you understand that currency pair, you are giving it all your attention, you're trading it, right? Looking at the fact that at every instance, if you have determined the prior trend of the direction, you want to be going in favor of the direction, right? Because all your bets are concentrated in trading Euro USD. The advantage that even comes with it is that it gives you a thorough understanding of that currency pair, far more than even any other person that trades it randomly, right? So perhaps you could see that maybe this place broke this last support level here, which changed structure, right? And maybe you may necessarily be thinking that the uptrend had kind of changed and that we are supposed to trade downwards. But in this kind of example for Euro USD, you basically saw that we came back to even trade above this high right here, right? So basically the idea is that because you are following the currency pair, you don't get confused when you see certain weird formation that does not formulate with the textbook knowledge we know when it comes to market structure and everything. And then once you have like something solid going on with respect to like your confirmation, with respect to like the strategy you're using, if you're using price action, whether you're using some indicators, right? Concentrated bets gives you all your attention on one currency pair. I tell you what, as a beginner trader, one of the very easiest way to get your feet grounded on the forex market is when you start focusing on one currency pair or two for a start, right? And then growing your small account only using that concentrated currency pair. So with this, if I'm supposed to be following Euro USD as a beginner trader, I know that we are basically, let's say I'm using the 4 hour, I know that we are basically creating high low. Eventually we broke this level right here, and then we may be assuming that we're going on a downtrend, and quickly we switch back to an uptrend. At this point, if you have any doubt, any second thought, any opinion, you could easily reach out to somebody who you feel like understands that currency pair or understand the market even in depth, and then then they can easily help you to break down what the market is doing, and you can get back right on track. But once you are looking at so many things at a time as a beginner, you have your mind all around the places and you not be able to really concentrate on growing that account. So I have actually done this with taking small accounts as little as $500 to somewhere around $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 in a single month or 2 months, right? Just because I am concentrating on one currency pair, and then I'm capitalizing fully on that currency pair when I see a massive opportunity, or when I see a trading setup that is likely to align in the way I am anticipating or I am projecting. So the advantage of that is that once you get a setup, you go all in, right? So not necessarily all in as in like exposing all your accounts into the trading setup, but all in as in you capitalize fully on that potential, rather than let's say you have a $500 account and then you put in, let's say, maybe 0.1 for one trade, because you know that you're analyzing about 10 trades. With this one, you can put what, 0.5, right, or 0.6, or any worthwhile lot size, because you know that you are really looking at just one currency pair, and any move that comes will take a while before a new one will come. So you want to fully utilize or fully capitalize on that move, right? In this way, we like to say what, you are not wasting pips, right? So most traders or most beginner traders waste pips in the sense that, yeah, they can analyze the setup and then they've got the opportunity right, but because they are using like literally small lot size of 0.01 or 0.02, that trade can go as much as, let's say, 150 pips, and then they made what, literally, let's say 15 cents or something around that area, $1.50, right? It doesn't make sense that you literally monitor the move and then made this kind of amount of money from it, right? So with concentrated bet, like I'm saying, you can be able to fully margin inside that position, right, or fully go well into that trading, and then somewhere around you using proper risk management and making $1.50, you could now make around $150, which will make a reasonable increase on your trading account. And then once you perfect this, then you can easily grow your trading account, right? So let's say maybe Euro USD, I am monitoring it around this support area right here, and then with that concentrated idea, I feel like this market is going to go up, right? With my $500 or my $1,000, I am going to expose more than 25% on it, right? Knowing that if it goes in my favor, then I can make what, at least 50% of my account. And the more the market keeps trending in my direction, I can possibly even add some more positions and see this account grow gradually into some huge figures. Now, the diversified bet, by taking it one step at a time, is that yes, you want to capitalize on every opportunity that may come in the market, but taking it one step at a time. So in that sense, you want to monitor about maybe 10 trades, 15 trades, right? 15 trading currency pairs at a time. But you know that what, you are going to streamline those opportunities that may come from each one of them and then concentrate on them one step at a time, right? So literally, I kind of mean that maybe you have what, 25 currency pairs on your watch list, and then you know that at any point in time, not all of them are going to give you the same opportunity at the same time, right? Because these currency pairs move randomly. But you know that with all the ones you are monitoring, if you have any one of them aligning in your setup, you're going to flag them and then give your full concentration on that until you utilize that currency pair or that setup that has come along before you look into another one, right? So like here, you can see that I currently have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 currency pair that I've currently flagged, right, on my watch list. That means that out of my 25 currency pair that I'm watching, I have these 12 that I'm particularly focusing on, right? So like as a beginner, you would not even necessarily have to watch 12 at a go. Out of like, let's say maybe 10, then you can choose maybe 2 or 3 that come in line with what you are looking at, and then you focus on them at a time and then get the opportunity when it is right? So the difference between the first one and the second one is that with the first one, you are only focusing on one currency pair. You are chasing it in and out. Every move it makes, you're literally following it. But with the second strategy, all you're doing is that you are analyzing about 10 or 20 currency pairs. But at the end of the day, when you have 2 or 3 aligning in the way your setup gives you, then you kind of flag them and then now give them that focus and then monitor them until it's like the right time to enter those trades. Then you take the opportunity to jump in. So with this little secret that I've shared with you, as a beginner trader or maybe as a trader with a small trading account, if you follow them religiously, I can promise your success in this market. So if you want to get more of this kind of trading tips and knowledge, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Also, click in the link in the description to join the KOJOFOREX Telegram community, because in that group, I share more of my trading setups and then signals for free. Make sure to also follow me on all social media at KOJOFOREX, especially on Instagram. I'm very active there, and then Twitter as well, right? And you can always hit me up in my DMs if you have any question, any suggestions, anything you want me to help you with. I am always open. The DM is always open, right? So yeah, without wasting my time, I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video.